Brennan, Ireland's ambassador to Ethiopia, South Sudan and Djibouti. I am also accredited to the African Union, the United Nations Economic Commission for Africa, and the Intergovernmental Authority on Development. While we are unable to gather in large numbers to celebrate our National Day this year, I'm really delighted to welcome you all to our virtual St. Patrick's Day reception, fáilte. St. Patrick's Day is celebrated each year around the world on the 17th of March. It is a day to renew our bonds of friendship, to celebrate our heritage, and to remember our history. This year marks 100 years of Ireland's independence, when we proudly retook our position among the nations of the world. Our relations and partnerships across the globe, including here in Ethiopia, are based on shared values and a profound commitment to human rights and justice. We are facing many global challenges: climate change, conflict, inequity, and gender inequality, among others. And we believe that these challenges are best addressed through dialogue and cooperation, by building on what we have in common and by celebrating our differences, values espoused by St. Patrick many thousands of years ago. And these values inform our membership of the European Union and the work required to create the type of Europe that we want: inclusive, peaceful, and prosperous. This past year, we have witnessed incredible global solidarity in the fight against the COVID pandemic. We need to continue to work together to ensure an equitable distribution of the COVID vaccine so that we can all be safe. And that sense of equity is the basis of Ireland's policy for international development, A Better World. This policy represents an important statement of our global citizenship as we foster social and economic development and provide humanitarian support to many countries, including Ethiopia and South Sudan, leaving no one behind. This year, Ireland proudly took its seat as a member of the United Nations Security Council for a 2-year period. Building peace, strengthening conflict prevention, and ensuring accountability are key principles informing our membership. Here in Addis, together with my team, I am committed to ensuring that African perspectives inform our policy positions as we all work together to promote and protect peace and security. And on this St. Patrick's Day, I wish you peace, I wish you good health, and I wish you every success in the year ahead. Happy St. Patrick's Day. And now I'm delighted to introduce a message from our Prime Minister, Céad Míle.
Thank you, Ambassador, and I would like to wish you and everyone in Ethiopia a very happy St. Patrick's Day. A Carda Gael is a Carda Galer. Lá Spasialte lá éile Pádraig, de gach Gael Sawalia nu har lar. St. Patrick's Day is a special day, a day when no matter where in the world we are, we celebrate our heritage and culture. So let me begin by wishing you all a happy St. Patrick's Day, to our 70 million strong diaspora and our many friends across the globe. This has been a difficult year for our Irish community abroad. Many of you have lost loved ones. You have been unable to spend time with family and friends. You have missed Christmas, birthdays, weddings, and sadly, even funerals. I want in particular to acknowledge and thank the many Irish who have helped lead the fight against COVID-19, our dedicated health workers at home, but also the many Irish doctors and nurses, research scientists and public health officials around the world. Many of you have put yourselves and your families at risk so that others might be safe. But now, at last, we can look forward to better days. St. Patrick's Day is our day, but that doesn't mean it is only for us. St. Patrick's Day is an open-hearted invitation to a global expression of community. It's a day that gives us a unique opportunity to speak to the world about who we are and how we can contribute to the well-being of humanity. There is, I believe, an ambition that we all now share, that we will learn from what has happened, and that our responses will reflect both our interconnectedness and our interdependence. Just as the pandemic has brought out the best in us, we can use the same instincts to shape the future, bringing new meaning and values to our lives and to our role in the world. We are Irish, but we are also global citizens. COVID-19 has reminded us that we need global solutions and international cooperation for global challenges, that no nation, large or small, can meet these challenges on their own. St. Patrick's Day is an opportunity for us, this year especially, to express that sense of solidarity. Ireland is an open country, an outward-facing place. Irish people have always sought to make a contribution wherever they have gone. The same wish to serve inspires us now. We will work with partners around the world to overcome the dreadful pandemic and to support economic and social recovery. In doing so, we will work to make sure that nobody, especially the poorest parts of the world, gets left behind. We've taken up a seat on the UN Security Council for the next 2 years, and we will use that position to work for peace and security throughout the world to the very best of our ability. We will continue to reach out a hand of friendship and hopefully, when we can, to welcome people back to Ireland, including those of you that have been unable to visit in recent times. As Irish people down the ages have done, we will try to make a difference every day, no more so than here on our island. As we approach the centenary of the foundation of our state, building on the achievement of the Good Friday Agreement, we will work through our Shared Island initiative to underpin peace and to advance the cause of reconciliation, shaping a better future for all the people. Our history, our culture, our values and our experience place us in a position to do great good in the world. There is an Irish saying, "Is ska a chéile a bharan nadini." We live in each other's shadow. It speaks to our sense of interdependence, of community and solidarity. Let that be our message on this special day for the global Irish. And so to conclude, we are thinking of you all today as you celebrate throughout the world. We are looking forward to welcoming you all home soon. Until then, ver bua, benacht, agus Céad Míle maithagah go léir.
Cóide Gael, it's a Cóide go léir. I wish you all the very best on this unusual St. Patrick's Day. St. Patrick's Day is a celebration of Ireland and our people, wherever you are in the world. And more than a celebration of Ireland, St. Patrick's Day is for everyone. It's a celebration of community, of friendship and connectedness. Ireland's relationship with Africa are dynamic, strong political, trade, development, cultural and educational connections. The beating heart of this vibrant relationship, which we celebrate on St. Patrick's Day, are the connections between our peoples. For generations, Ireland's missionaries, development workers, volunteers and business people have forged the links that bind, as have Africans who visited and studied or worked in Ireland and returned to their home countries with a special affinity for Ireland. Here in Ireland, over 60,000 African-born people call this island home. They make Ireland a better place. They further strengthen our connections with Africa. This is their day too, and we look forward to better times ahead when African communities in Ireland will again bring dance, music and art to our St. Patrick's Day celebrations at home. The COVID-19 pandemic has highlighted our interdependence. Our connections with each other really matter. This understanding has informed Ireland's response to the crisis from the outset. Over a year ago, Ireland was the first country to respond to the World Health Organization's COVID-19 appeal. Since then, Ireland has provided over 150 million to the global COVID-19 response, in addition to fast-tracking 93 million to help partners mitigate the socio-economic consequences of the pandemic. Africa has shown remarkable agility and resilience in responding to the COVID pandemic. The work of the African Union, particularly the African CDC, in coordinating a continental response has been really impressive. The virus cannot be defeated in one country or in one region at a time. As our countryman, Dr. Mike Ryan at the WHO reminds us, no one is safe until everyone is safe. Ireland understands the need for global solidarity on vaccines. We have contributed 4 million so far to the COVAX facility, which is leading global efforts to secure fair and equitable access to quality, safe and effective COVID-19 vaccines. This is in addition to Ireland's share of the European Union 1 billion contribution to COVAX. A year ago, Ireland went out into the world seeking support for our bid to take a seat at the UN Security Council. Our partners in Africa placed their trust in Ireland to take on this global responsibility. I would like to take this opportunity to thank you for that trust and to assure you that we take this responsibility very seriously. As a member of the Security Council, Ireland will benefit from our strong partnerships with African countries and the important perspectives they bring. I am thankful for the connections that bind us, that will see us through this difficult crisis, and that will bring us together again in the future.
St. Patrick's Day is a time to showcase the spirit of the Irish, a day to celebrate the brilliance and diversity of Irish creative talent at home and abroad. And now I'm delighted to share with you some moments of artistic inspiration to lift our spirits in these most challenging of times. And I have chosen 2 renditions, the first coming from Hothouse Flowers, an Irish rock group that combines traditional Irish music with influences from soul, gospel and rock. And this band started in Dublin in 1985 as a street performer, and their first album was the most successful album in Irish history. In this rendition, Hothouse Flowers will sing She the Bummy O. The song is in Irish and largely translated as She is Your Granny, and it tells the story of a wealthy granny and speculation that she might marry a younger man. My second choice comes from Clannad, who is an Irish band formed in the 1970s, and their rendition is called Cashleen or in English, In a Lifetime, and it brings in Denise Chalia, the Irish Zambian rapper, singer and poet, and it's beautifully performed against the backdrop of Donegal scenery where the band Clannad come from. I hope you will enjoy both pieces of music.
Classic and contemporary Irish voices combined for this enchanting performance of Clannad's seminal In a Lifetime, as Moya Brennan duets with Denise Chaila, who reprises the lines sung by Bono on the original. The hothouse flowers reach back to their busking roots in the deserted streets of Dublin's Temple Bar, with an electrifying rendition of Siad Míle, a traditional dance song from Connemara.
She do a mo, yeah, she do a mo, yeah, she do a mo, she kind of on again. She do a mo, yeah, all of this voting. Was her the chico, she had what if her shot again. Yep. Because I say my budget and he leans her, or he got to Belen on an academy. Pass the sheet to the United Argos, he could it to the what he crush out again. She do a boy, I let her show it. Because I had chico, she had what it was out again. Oh, because I say my voice is the knees, or he got people on the academy. Pass she showed on the way that I go to the what it was out again. Oh, she do a boy, she do a boy, she do a boy, she got a hundred again. She do a boy, I let it show it. Because kind of chico, she had what it was out again. We must heen en melk, ik ging me goed en nog eens zien ze om zien er wat ik heb. Je varieert en nooit hem slecht door aan ik naar donne gus in de schiet laat er aan. Oh, she do a mo, yeah, she do a mo, she do a mo, she kind of on again. Oh, she do a mo, yo, I let her show it. Because her she goes, she had what if I shot again. Let's go, boss, back to the mileage show. Let's go, boss, show them what's more, there's more to be hazard. Oh, she do one more, yeah, she do one more, yeah, she do one more, she kind of all night again. Oh, she do a mo, yo, I let it show it. Because kind of chico, she had what if I shot again. 西的我们也西的我们也西的我们我西开了好买的给西的我们我要为了这说的个开的几个节我的喝下的个
In closing our virtual St. Patrick's Day reception, I've chosen to recite a poem for you all. This poem is called Beannacht, or in English, A Blessing, and it comes from renowned poet and philosopher John O'Donoghue. And it goes like this. On the day when the weight deadens on your shoulders and you stumble, may the clay dance to balance you. And when your eyes freeze behind the grey window and the ghost of loss gets into you, may a flock of colours, indigo, red, green, and azure blue, come to awaken in you a meadow of delight. When the canvas frays in the currach of thought and a stain of ocean blackens beneath you, may there come across the waters a path of yellow moonlight to bring you safely home. May the nourishment of the earth be yours. May the clarity of light be yours. May the fluency of the ocean be yours. And may the protection of the ancestors be yours. And so may a slow wind work these words of love around you, an invisible cloth to mind your life. Céad Míle maithagad go léir, A big thank you for joining me in our virtual St. Patrick's Day reception, and have a lovely St. Patrick's Day. Thank you.